to ramp up your warm-up, power
want to just throw an introduction out before we start?
Recharge your cooler.
Welcome to Eazystar Variety Society and probably many other things. It's a great moment in time, baby Bubba.
Yeah.
Is that
That's
an instrumental?
right. Yes, sir. You sure got it, my friend.
He gave it to me, and I didn't waste time because I'm so gratefully gonna expand this breath, make it right to left, make it all in your mind, make it come from behind, like tap you in the shoulder in the crucial moment. Yo, I gotta grab the beat back and then center it so I can come with the potent. I do it all 16. It gets mean like Grizzly, I get busy strictly for the fun. At the moment when I put my heart in the guitar and the art and the moment I haunted, not carted. Down the block if I got to buy foot the line, I'm gonna get them verbs and book. The inscription, yeah, the way my cursive letter is so calligraphic, whatever do the mathematics.
Alright, welcome back to Eazystar's Variety Society, and today I'm so happy to be back in Asheville, for one thing. And 2 years ago I was in Asheville and I threw a show called The Movement, and one of my favorite participants of the show was Bobby. I can't cuss on TV, but I like his name so much. I might bleep it out. Bobby White.
What's up, y'all?
That's right, and just come to have a little conversation with him and let Raleigh get to know a little bit about Bobby White. He's on a national. He's got the talent to be on a national level, so that's how we treat this conversation.
It. Thanks.
Ain't nothing. That's what you do.
Cool.
And I guess we just take it from the beginning, like we don't know you, and like we don't know you. And where you from? We'll just start there.
Let's see. I was born in New Jersey. Lived in Central Jersey, Jersey Shore. Moved to the mountains of Pennsylvania, Northeast Wilkes-Barre, Scranton area. Been down, lived in Charlotte for a while, Delaware a little bit, and here in Asheville now. I've been here for about 4 years now.
Okay. Now, I was doing a little research, read your bio, and I understood you were in a whole different genre of music at first.
Yeah. Believe it or not, I grew up listening to like punk rock and ska. I was really big in the punk scene. I was in a band, Gelatin Criminals, represent. And me and my buddies were doing that for about 4 years, and then I moved down here and just switched it up. I became interested in the art of freestyling, and PRO from Charlotte showed me what's up with that, and just became really involved and linked up with my boy Relic. Started doing it, True Believers.
Okay, now I want to pause right there, because as an MC myself, that's, how can I say that? I wanted to rhyme and sound good over it, and I would write and stuff like that, but when I considered myself really a craftsman is when I was like freestyling.
Right.
That trained me on being a man almost, pretty much.
I can relate.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how much in depth did that how much of a foundation was that for your, you want to talk about that at all?
It was probably it's quite can't say percentage wise, but it is a large portion of the foundation of my music. Majority of my songs are derived from freestyles.
Don't worry, we got a phone call. Oh, okay.
Special guest. But yeah, a lot of my songs for True Believers are derived from freestyles. That's where everything originates for me, and it's funny because meeting all these artists, musicians, MCs, and stuff, a lot of them don't freestyle, and to me that seemed odd. Like that seemed foreign. I always thought all rappers freestyle, and apparently it's not the case.
When I was in school, I went to school with a bunch of New Yorkers, you know, and they think they rule the hip-hop, they think they're the hip-hop cream of the crop, know-it-alls, right? And that's what they would say. If they don't freestyle, they don't know it. You know, they're not really MCs. I never really bought into them because I thought they were egotistical New Yorkers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but I was at a freestyle competition, and it was a whole crew of dudes, and that's all they did was freestyle the whole show. I didn't necessarily say I needed to do that, but it was like, you could tell their authenticity. I was like, they're better than me. You know what I'm saying? And they're more prepared than me. And that's something I always wanted. Like, I don't want to get caught out of any scenery thinking, I don't know I don't have a clue of what to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And, well, I just wanted to touch on that because I didn't know that was, because that's how you presented it.
It is a priority, like for me anyway. And I realized that some don't freestyle, and that's cool. But that's just how I got into hip hop, was through freestyling, pretty much.
do you think, or let me say, you said PRO, his fellow PRO.
Yeah, yeah, he's my buddy rapper from Charlotte area.
You said he showed you what's up with that. 1 or 2 points? What he showed you? What did he?
Well, it was funny. We both worked at some corporate restaurant. And I saw him one day. He was doing the salad bar, and I saw his lips moving and his head going, and he had no headphones in. So one day I walked up to him like, "Yo, what's up, dude? What's up, man?" He's just like, "Oh, just chilling." I'm like, "You freestyle?" He's like, "Hell yeah, freestyle." I'm like, "Oh, cool, cool." So I pulled him aside, and we were just exchanging bars, and we linked up, and for probably about a whole year, I was just hanging out with him. Like, I'd like to say he introduced me to freestyling. I knew it already existed prior to that, but he's the one that actually like showed me you could, like, I could do it, anyone can do it. It's just a matter of tapping into that. And the funny, like you were saying, these New Yorkers who just do shows and freestyle, that's what PRO does. Like all of his albums, like I've been in the studio probably about 4 times with him. Every time we go in, we have the hook prepared, and then he just rips the verses, and the verses are all freestyles. And like he does that at the shows. We played shows in Blacksburg, we played a show in Greenville, Charlotte, and he just freestyles the whole show. And bringing it back to what you were saying, like there is many elements of an MC. Some don't freestyle, but some can move crowds. Some can go to a party and not know anybody and get everybody moving their hands. Some MCs can't do that. And like I think that there is certain levels that you need to reach to be A, successful, and B, overall a good MC. Freestyling may not be one of them. I encourage all to freestyle.
We're trying to self-edit the traffic. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but anyways, I don't want to stay stuck on freestyling, but I think it's good conversation because as a I don't want to get too abstract, but as a society, I think spontaneity skills as opposed to just doing things as a locked-in ritual. Yeah. And I think freestyle kind of helps you break those chains.
Definitely. Freestyle life. Life is a freestyle because you never know what's going to be handed to you. I mean, we all try to make our own fate, and sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. You just got to roll with the punches, so to speak. Exactly,
and the decision making. And I also learned how to, oh, it's a lot. I don't want to get too deep. It's like wizardry. It's like wizardry. Yeah. Because like it's decision making is one point. It's like a whole bunch of insightful things. But then I also learned to take it to levels, like you said, moving crowds. Yeah. You actually put chemistry on to things. It's like a metaphysics. Freestyling was like my introduction into metaphysics, so to speak. Cool. Just want to put that out there. Yeah. So going on, we know where you're from. We talked about freestyling a bit, and I guess the next thing we want to get into is what's going on right about now. You know what I'm saying? Cool.
You want to find another spot?
Let's find another spot. Okay. We're going to keep it moving.
On the move.
He put me to the test today. Let's go.
Nice. Yeah, beware. The ace is thin. Bobby White, yeah, no kid, I'm not begin. From the back, that's where it starts. S-T-A-R-T, where the hell's the art? Can't tell ya, cause it's all so free. The beat drops out, kids, Bobby. Do your own thing like it doesn't matter. Yes, on a golden platter. Serve to you as if I was me. Yes, sir, the man, it's he. All of them, it doesn't even matter, kid. Where you from? I'm cousin. We're all related. Keep going out, but there's no debating. Who's really contemplating and complaining? If you are, shut your mouth, kid, I'm slaying. All the other ones that think they're right. Bobby White, whack MCs, no, not tonight. Yes, who's got their arm set? Turn it on so fast, but kid, don't stress. Feel real good, grab a damn microphone. Bobby White, freestyle, welcome to my home and my turf. Other things I say, yes, Eazystar, MC, let's spray. Everything we gotta tell them about. Everything we gotta tell them. Everything we gotta tell them about. Yeah, every time. Everything.
Every time.
Yeah, every time, everything.
Yeah. Every time we tell them, even not worried about all the phlegm. Delano just exhale it out in the gym. And he gon' make it sound nice. I bet you can say you're playing the guitar device. Yeah, it'll make sense one day when you just let your soul dance. I'm rolling like red carpet for the royalty. You can feel the vibe. I could lead it, but I could sit back and let it just unravel and tell me the story of what I should edit and delete it. Yeah, the big beak is ego, falcon, spreading the wing, looking down for the gold.
All right, we keeping it moving, and somehow we found this crop circle appearing thing with an altar here and some
money,
some sacrifice or whatever going on here.
some crystals.
Gotta be a good spot to answer the question.
Good vibes.
What's going on now as far as how many albums have you made?
Believe it or not, this is my first album. True Believers is the first hip-hop project I've been doing. I've kicking freestyle since '05, so I'm still pretty fresh to the game. And this album I'm about to release, The Man, is called under True Believers, the project, me as MC, and Relic, the DJ producer. And we'll be dropping that in late fall. So that actually will be our first album. And I'm already doing some collaborations on my second album, which is, so far, it seems to mainly consist of Asheville DJs and producers, which isn't necessarily intentional. It just sort of is happening that way. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. My album, The Man, True Believers, The Man, and many albums to follow after that. Getting in it.
I know what you mean. I've been doing hip hop since '90-something, and I'm working on my second album. I would say, as an artist, I'm like, why is that? I'm not worried about time and space and nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is it because of the resources? Is it because we have to work jobs and stuff for that? Like,
yeah.
Why would you say?
That's actually a really good question, because I've been wondering that lately, and I'm like, wow, like, I'm 26 right now, I'm putting out my first album, and I'm like, when most cats were in the game, they were like cranking them out and stuff at like early 20s. But like you said, I think they're all very good variables. Job is the main thing. It's hard. If you don't have support from a major label, that's very hard too. But I think a lot of it has to do with making sure everything's perfect, because especially when you're playing music straight from the heart, like doing it that like indie style, as opposed to like some kind of like dance tunes. Like anyone can crank out dance tunes and do that thing, but I mean, like, if you're trying to make songs that actually move people and like put like insight inside people's minds, you want to make sure everything's perfect, and you want to just take your time with it. And that's how I approach the game anyway. So I'm not feeling rushed at all. And also, my DJ producer Relic is from Northeast Pennsylvania, where I used to live. So that the whole distance between us puts like a big damper on things.
Okay.
So I mean, like, we work a lot through sending emails and that sort of thing. So I think there's a lot of different factors that contribute to the spacing of albums. It's just everyone has their own pace, just like life,
Because I'm thinking, this is how I look at it. You got the skills, and I look at myself, and it's not about me. So let me, you know what I'm saying? But to me, I know a lot of raw MCs, and a lot of them don't have albums out. But and their MC development, they're like decades ahead of a lot of people that come out with albums, and that just disturbs me. I just always like to figure out the details in between that, because it's like some of these people don't deserve one album. And they end up with 3, 4, 5 albums, and then the hardest, probably working artists, people that develop themselves as artists and making sure their artistry is correct.
Right.
It's more challenging. But how do you feel about the internet and how it's flattened the playing field? Is there any way you feel like you want to take advantage of it?